Srila Prabhupada ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Savior of the whole world, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. So today, very auspicious, special, momentous occasion, wherein in this new temple, Srila Prabhupada's Murti transcendentally, Srila Prabhupada has entered the Murti. As Chanchalapati Prabhu said, the first time in the entire ISKCON, a separate Garbhagriha for Srila Prabhupada has been made here, along with a deity, stone-carved deity. All the elaborate rituals as per Pancharatrika Vidhi was done yesterday and today. And today, now, you have witnessed the culmination of those installation ceremony. Srila Prabhupada has come down into this Murti. Of course, Srila Prabhupada is always there in his instructions. There are multitudes of forms in which Srila Prabhupada is available for the disciple. The deity of Srila Prabhupada, Vapu, is another form of Srila Prabhupada with whom we can relate by offering our prayers, by offering our obeisances, by offering our chanting before him, and offering our commitments to spread his missions. So the deity of Srila Prabhupada will reciprocate to the prayers of the deity, of the devotees. As it is said, Vancha kalpatarubhyascha. The pure Vaishnavas, they are like desire trees. All our spiritual desires become fulfilled by offering our prayers, our spiritual prayers at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, who is going to reside here to bless thousands and thousands of devotees who are going to flock to this temple in the coming days, and forever they all have the darshan of Srila Prabhupada. Devotees will come through the main gate here, and then we'll make them go left, and they come towards Prabhupada. Prabhupada has got 3 doors, front door, side door, this side also a door. So everybody will, if heavy rush is there, everybody will have darshan of Srila Prabhupada from the down, and then turn like this, then go for Govinda darshan. If there is no rush, then they'll climb the step, go around behind Prabhupada, come here, have darshan, go down the steps, and then enter Govinda temple. Srila Prabhupada, when he visited Tirupati, he had several darshans of the Lord. Several times he went for darshan. And then as he was walking everywhere barefoot, he was going on praying, Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. And Srila Prabhupada told his disciples, we should build temples like Lord Venkateshwara's temple. He added one more thing, build temples like Venkateshwara temple with golden domes and extensive pilgrim facilities. So now part 1 we are fulfilling without golden dome. Eventually we'll have golden dome. And extensive facility for pilgrims. We have planned a 400 to 500 room guest house in this Vaikuntha hill. So all these things are manifesting due to the desire of a pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada. Anything Srila Prabhupada has desired, all of that will come true. It will come true, but we as his disciples have to take an opportunity to do our little seva towards fulfilling of his desires. That is a duty of every disciple. Prabhupada is not just someone who gives us only transcendental knowledge. Srila Prabhupada is a person who will hold the disciple and deliver him to Lord Krishna. We have to understand this. There is no, for a person who is seriously wanting to get out of this material world and go back to Godhead, has to take shelter of a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. Only by the mercy of a pure devotee, one can approach Krishna. Krishna is all pure. We are now impure to directly approach Krishna. Srila Prabhupada is a transparent via media through which our imperfect service, impure service, he takes it, he compensates, takes all the good out of it, all the devotion out of it, and he compensates whatever is lacking in quality to be delivered to Krishna. And on behalf of the disciples, he delivers that seva to Krishna. So this is the most important thing that we have to understand. Even our chanting of our Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada has given us the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and through the Hare Krishna Mahamantra only the deliverance happens. Prabhupada promises, I will take you back home, back to Godhead. It is a basic principle. I quote some letters of Prabhupada. It is a basic principle that one must accept a bona fide spiritual master in order to achieve the highest perfection of love of God. I thank all of you very much for accepting me as your spiritual master. And I promise that I will take you back to home, back to Godhead. I ask you all to promise me to always chant at least 16 rounds, follow the 4 regulated principles, read our books, and try to preach this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. I am very encouraged by your attitude of Krishna consciousness. In this way, you go on perfecting your life more and more very soon. I promise you that you will go back home, back to Godhead. Know it for certain. This is Srila Prabhupada writes in December 21st, 1971. So Prabhupada is saying, know it for certain. Don't have any doubt. I will take you back to Krishna. So, as I explained, it is just having knowledge is not enough. You have to reach Krishna, you have to go to Krishna means Prabhupada has to deliver. That's the meaning of delivering. He has to deliver you. He is delivering knowledge. In addition to delivering knowledge, there's a personal deliverance of taking the disciples to Krishna. This is the meaning of personal responsibility of a Diksha Guru. He takes personal responsibility, not general responsibility, individual specific responsibility, take you back to Godhead. So can you imagine what kind of commitment we should be giving to Srila Prabhupada? what kind of commitment we should be giving to following the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, so that Srila Prabhupada can fulfill his desires to take back the conditioned soul back to Godhead, back to Krishna. Prabhupada, actually, who is Prabhupada? Very mysterious. We know what we saw with our eyes, Prabhupada. But who is he really? Once, there was an occasion where, generally in Gaudiya Math and all, everybody says, okay, this person was, his Surupa, his original spiritual form is this Manjari, this one, or that Manjari, different, so many Manjaris are there, who help Radharani, Gopis, all. Like that, they discuss all that. So one disciple came to Prabhupada and asked, Prabhupada, what are you in the spiritual world? Good question, no? We all have that question. Prabhupada said, if I tell you, you won't believe it, so I will not tell you. That means such a confidential devotee of Krishna, he has sent him down to save the conditioned soul. Srila Prabhupada ki. That is why he is making such statements. Be certain, I will take you back to Godhead. Because he has got direct connection with Krishna. Yasya prasadat, bhagavat prasadat, yasya prasadat, nagati kutopi. So, Srila Prabhupada came here into this material world. He gave Harinam to the same Harinam that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought down into this world. The same Harinam that Nityananda Prabhu distributed all over. The same Harinam through the Guru Parampara is being given, the same Harinam from the spiritual world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought down. This is the meaning of Parampara. In Parampara the Nama comes, and Srila Prabhupada distributed it to the whole world. How by chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra people transform? It is not an ordinary sound that you utter. In the sound you utter, the sound, the transcendental sound that has brought down into this world through Guru Parampara, delivered by Srila Prabhupada, that is which Shraddha you chant, that sound, transcendental sound enters this sound, and this sound is no longer the ordinary sound that you uttered. It becomes the Shakti Aveshanama. So it is very important for us to understand, I am chanting Prabhupada's Nama. Prabhupada given Nama. It is not through eyes you cannot see. Through material ears, just like you see first initiation you take. Mantra is not given in your ears. Because that Nama that is giving cannot be heard with ears. It has to be heard with Shraddha. It is within, just like the deity form. The Satchidananda form you cannot see with your eyes. Similarly, the Nama, Shuddha Nama, the Nama that is descending down, Kali-Kale, Nama Rupa Avatara, Krishna Nama Rupa Avatara, he is there in the sound as the sound God. He is there, entering the sound that you chant. So that after he enters, you hear that sound. When you hear, your consciousness touches him. So you are continuously in association with God. Association directly with Krishna. Therefore, Prabhupada has told us, chant and hear that very chant. All these instructions of Srila Prabhupada, golden commands, diamond commands, these are all in his teachings. We have to carefully study his teachings, become good disciple, obedient disciple, have full faith in what Srila Prabhupada says if you want to go back to Godhead. It is not an ordinary gift that Prabhupada is giving us. It is not an ordinary gift that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has brought down from the spiritual world. Prabhupada said this golden period will exist for 10,000 years in the Kali-yuga. And that has begun from Lord Chaitanya's days, it has begun. And Prabhupada spread this golden age all over the world. He laid the seed of that. And now, those who have faith, those who surrender to Srila Prabhupada's desire, they will be entrusted with the task. Every one of us, whomever we see, we talk about Krishna, we tell them to chant Hare Krishna, tell them to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. This is the only service that Srila Prabhupada is expecting. What is the service Srila Prabhupada is expecting from his disciple? Chant Hare Krishna, follow regulatory principles. But what is the seva for him that you are expecting? What is the Guru Dakshina you can give? The Guru Dakshina you can give is to distribute his books, distribute his knowledge, talk about what he spoke, develop faith in people about the transcendental position of Srila Prabhupada, make them chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because that is the desire of Srila Prabhupada. It is a spiritual desire with which Prabhupada has come down into this world. It is his mission. We have to serve his mission. We have to please him. And if Prabhupada is pleased, and as I explained, it's very easy to please Prabhupada. He has not given us very difficult task. Every occasion that is available, you please chant Hare Krishna. You spread Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You talk about Krishna. That is all that he is asking. Srila Prabhupada now has appeared here in this particular deity form. And in this particular deity form, as was explained, very personal paraphernalia of Prabhupada is under the Pitha. Once for all, Pratishtha done, Achala Pratishtha. Devotees can go before him and put all their spiritual problems, beg to Srila Prabhupada for special mercy, how to improve my chanting, how to change my consciousness. As I said, he is the fulfiller of all desires like a kalpavriksha for his disciples. Therefore, it's a great opportunity Prabhupada is giving us by coming and manifesting in this deity form in this temple. And Srila Prabhupada, having appeared now, it is so appropriate. If me and you call Govinda, he is not going to come here. Simply some ritual, he is not going to come here. It is a confidential devotee, Srila Prabhupada, Krishna's confidential devotee. He will bring his Govinda now. So that is why he appeared first. And now he will bring Govinda, he will bring Lakshmi Narasimha, he will bring Lakshmi. All the deities on this Vaikuntha hill will start, one by one, will start manifesting in the next 13 days from the spiritual world, and they will reside here. Rajadiraja Govinda will reside here and bless the whole city of Bangalore. In HKL itself, we are getting every day 10,000 people, devotees for darshan. Now here it will become like second Tirupati. Lakhs of devotees are going to come here to have darshan of Rajadiraja Govinda. Govinda! Govinda! Just understand his name, Rajadiraja, King of all kings. Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. Akhilanda, not here, not India, President of India or President of America or President, no. Not all the big people on the earth. Not even all the Devatas. Not even Brahmanda. Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka is going to come here. That is why, as a mark of respect, the President of India, the first citizen of this country, is going to come for after the installation on 13th. He is coming to have darshan of Rajadiraja Govinda. Rajadiraja Govinda is already manifesting his opulences on this Vaikuntha hill. All of us are very, very fortunate, especially fortunate because we have got an opportunity to take part in this temple building. We have got an opportunity, all of you today, you have got very, very special opportunity to take part in the installation of Srila Prabhupada, who will sit here for next 10,000 years. That is a stone temple, stone deity. He will stay there like we have seen so many historical temples. So Lord Prabhupada, Rajadiraja Govinda, his eternal consort Lakshmi, and Lakshmi Narasimhadev, Sudarshana Narasimha. Sudarshana Narasimha will straight be opposite to Prabhupada, protecting the preaching mission of Srila Prabhupada. Sudarshana Chakra. Like when Nityananda Prabhu was attacked by Jagai and Madai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got so enraged, God is Sudarshana Chakra. So Sudarshana Chakra is always ready to serve the Lord. So in the same way, to protect Srila Prabhupada's preaching mission, it is not easy in the material world to preach. It is not easy for materialistic people to give up desires. And not only that, historically it is always known that always there are Asuric people who will try to stop the preaching mission of Prabhupada. The people who are atheists, all these non-believers, they always obstruct. Like Prahlad's story you heard, Prahlad Leela, how powerful person like Hiranyakashipu obstructed the preaching of Prahlad. So you can see, when you have closer darshan of Srila Prabhupada, he appears very heavy. He'll demolish all Asuric qualities in our hearts and bless us with Krishna Prema. So it is, as I said, we have to understand Prabhupada is not just ordinary spiritual master. He is a Sampradaya Acharya. He is an Acharya who set a standard for the next 10,000 years. What is practical, feasible, and simply by obeying his Srila Prabhupada's Guru Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said, chant 64 rounds every day to his disciples. And Prabhupada, very mercifully, made it 16 rounds. Not simply, whatever balance is there, he will compensate. Because his Guru said 64 rounds. By his mercy, he will give you the same benefit of 64 rounds by 16 rounds. That is his responsibility. He has got the power of attorney from the Supreme Lord. Without the power of the Lord, no one can preach Krishna consciousness all over the world. And that is why Srila Prabhupada, I started explaining, who is he? I do not know. He is the most confidential devotee of the Lord, very close associate of Krishna. Therefore, anytime, every time, we try to follow his instruction, try to fulfill his mission, we see that always the resources, the power to do the service, the intelligence to do that service, everything comes. Everything comes. And Prabhupada is active now in everybody's life. That is another important thing. I have heard so many devotees, men and women, Prabhupada appearing for them in their dream, giving them instruction, encouraging them, inspiring them. It's not that only we are preaching. Prabhupada is also preaching directly to all the devotees. Similarly, all these projects that we are doing here, the Vaikuntha Hill, this project, temple, then later on behind the theme park. When we got this land, it was, you can say it was a little outside the city. Now metro is here. Imagine next to metro, 28 acres of land in the city, Bangalore city. Can you believe? And the tallest point. So these are all leelas of Srila Prabhupada and his lordships, whose bhakti he wants to give to all of us. There is no relative in this world more close, more intimate, more caring in our lives other than Srila Prabhupada. Husband will come and go, wife will come and go, children will come and go, life will come and go, body will come and go. Your eternal relative, Janme Janme Prabhu say, the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, will always be with the disciple. That important is our relationship with Srila Prabhupada. If you can cultivate that attachment to Srila Prabhupada, then Prabhupada is ours. Just like Krishna is Prabhupada's, Prabhupada becomes ours. If we develop attachment to Prabhupada, to follow his instructions. That's every day we sing Samsara Dava Nalalidha Loka. Pranaya Karunya Gana Ganatvam. This material world is like a forest fire. Padam Padam Yadvi Padam Natesham. Any moment, dangers. This material body is just a growing body. It is it's matter. We travel from birth to death in this body. And therefore these bodily connections, bodily identities, they'll all to be utilized for the journey to go back to Godhead. Not to be rejected. Prabhupada taught us Krishna consciousness. You will have family affection, you will have everything. Perfect, no problem. As long as it is all, everybody is having one goal. To remember Krishna, never forget him, and go back to Godhead. To end this life of birth, death, old age and disease. Have faith that Prabhupada will end this for you. Don't get limited to this life. It will disappear any moment. But if we have Hare Krishna  and if we have Srila Prabhupada, faith in Srila Prabhupada, then we are always ready to leave this body. This is a consciousness of the devotee. There are some other quotes of Prabhupada about him delivering. It is a spiritual master who delivers the disciple from the clutches of Maya by initiating him into chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In this way, a sleeping human being can revive his consciousness by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In other words, the spiritual master awakens the sleeping living entity to his original consciousness so that he can worship Lord Vishnu. This is the purpose of Diksha or initiation. Those who have taken initiation, those who want to take initiation from Srila Prabhupada, please remember it is not an ordinary gift that you are getting. Millions and millions of lives you have not got this opportunity to come in touch with a pure devotee who will accept you as a disciple. Therefore, we should take spiritual life as the most important activity in our life. And daily we should spend some time. Means we should. Devotees in the temple are always serving the different services. But congregation devotees must commit time for their spiritual life. This is very important. It is by taking away the time that Maya defeats us, even with good intentions. So ensure that you give time, reading, chanting, worshipping the deity. These three things you do every day, and whatever you can do to preach. So with these few things, I will another thing Prabhupada is saying, I am ready to come back from Golok Vrindavan if my disciples are not delivered. Srila Prabhupada ki, Karuna Sindhu Srila Prabhupada ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki.